Hi everyone, it's Lottie from Cozy Paper Trails, and today I'll be filming my July completed pages video. I've been really excited to show you some of the pages I've been working on this month because I'm really proud of some of them. Some of them have taken me a really long time. I've done quite a few buddy colours and I completed most of my plans for July, which I'm really proud of myself for. I've completed a total of 17 pages. I've got a few whips on the go as well, which I will also show you. And 9 of the pages that I coloured were colour by number pages. So I actually coloured less colour by number pages this month and more like actual kind of coloured pencil colouring pages, which is really cool because they take longer. And yeah, I've been just focusing on getting some of my other pages done. So let's just get into the video. I will start off by going through some of my whips. So I've got some current whips that I started in these books in July. So first of all, let me zoom in a little bit. I've started page hopping in Small Victories, which was really fun. I filmed a video and there's a video up on my YouTube channel if you're interested. I will link it in the description below for you. But what I did basically was I printed out a load of these little colour palettes off Pinterest and printed them out, and then I've been picking one to go with each page and slowly been doing a little bit. So I picked this colour palette and these pencils for this page, and I also decided I'm going to be using only Crayola pencils in this book. So I picked all these pencils to use and I just did one little element there on the butterfly page, and then I picked this colour palette here, this pastel one for this page, and this is the little cupcake and all the colours that I chose to use. That looks cute. Then this colour palette here for this page, so I coloured that one there. I'm not entirely sure on the background, makes it look a little bit dull, but it's fine. There wasn't really another pale blue in the Crayola set that I've got, so that will have to do. And then also, where's the last one? Here. This one I really like how it turned out. That's the colour palette, but I can't quite like the shading that I did in here. So that looks cute. That is all I've done in there, but they're just some current whips that I started in the month of July. And then I started a page in Girl Moments 2 by Coco Wayo. This one I only literally just based it with alcohol markers. And that's this page. Some of my alcohol markers are running out, so it's a bit smudgy here and a little bit patchy in areas. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over the top with coloured pencils to do some shading, and also some acrylic markers, I think, to like go around certain elements, get rid of the line work, and to add a few details, so that'll be fun. So I literally just based that, and you can also see on the grass here I messed up, but I can probably cover that up with some colour pencil work, so that should be fine. And then I've got a whip in this one, the bunny book, or as I call it, by Katoli, and I've started this page here, this big double spread, and I just really fancy colouring strawberries, so I just did all the red bits on the page and these flowers down here just to sort of give the double page some balance. And this is a kind of long-term buddy colour with Jess at Colouring Bumblebee and at CS Colours on Instagram. We're doing it as kind of a no pressure kind of buddy colour. Not really set a time limit on it at all, but my goal was to get this done by the end of summer, which would be the end of this month, which isn't going to happen, let's be real. So it will continue, but I can do some more bits and bobs to it during this next month. So I started that one. I also started a big double page spread in Classics Volume 3, Disney Colour by Number. Zoom back out a little bit. I started this double page, this Winnie the Pooh one, which was super fun. The characters were really fun to do. I'm really pleased with the colour matches and the colours that I picked for them. I didn't necessarily match some of the colours, like the colours for Winnie the Pooh looked a bit weird, and the ones for Tigger looked a bit weird as well, so I kind of changed them a little bit to suit what I thought would look better, and I'm really pleased with my colour choice. But I'm starting to struggle with all the like wood bits. I'm struggling to have enough browns, so I probably would have finished this otherwise, but I kind of I'm having a break from it before I get frustrated with it. So that's that one that I had started. Okay, that is all the whips that I started, and now I'm going to go through all of my completed pages that aren't Disney colour by number, and I'll go through the colour by number pages at the end. I also finished a couple of long-term whips in this book, Romantic Country by Eerie. I've got a video up on my channel of me completing these 2 pages as well. If you want to check that out, I will also link it in the description below for you. So I finished this page, and all I had to do was just colour this. So that's literally all I did, and I did also go in with a blender pencil and blend out a few more elements, which I wasn't super happy with how they looked. Yeah, so I didn't really have to do much to complete this page. I literally just finished this, but obviously I completed the page this month, so I thought I would show you it, and I used polychromos pencils for that. And I looked up what this tart looked like, and I think, yeah, it's an almond kind of tart, so I sort of followed the colours of what it looked like. And then I also finished this page as well. I had done before pretty much all of the page except from this ground. Oh, hello Loki, of course, you are coming to inspect. Do you like my page, big boy? But yeah, all I had to do was just this floor here, the ground. So I kind of wanted to do some sort of cobblestone look. I'm not super happy with it, it just, you know, but the page is finished now, so I'm glad the page looks a little bit more complete, because it just looked a bit strange without a ground. It just had like a big blank space. So I drew in the cobblestones, and again that was using polychromos pencils. So that page is now finished, which I'm really happy with. So I completed 2 pages, 2 long-term whips in Romantic Country, which is great. And then, as I do each month, I completed a page in Bourdepois by Diane Dufour, and I chose what page I was going to do in my July plans video, and then I had a message from somebody on Instagram called Debbie from @colouringfeather on Instagram, and she said she was happy to do this page with me. So we ended up doing it as a buddy colour, which was fun. And this was the page that we did. Loki, I'm really sorry, but you're going to have to get out of the way. But this is the page that we did together. I ended up doing it all in watercolours. I did 2 or 3 layers of watercolours over the birds, and in the background just a light wash of blue. And then I just went over the top, adding some details in acrylic paint markers. And I also added this kind of foliage on the trees just to give it a bit of something, because it looked a little bit plain. So I used some watercolour, and then I did some acrylic paint. I did some like acrylic paint blotches over the top to kind of make it a little bit fuller. I will put her finished page on the screen here. She did a fabulous job as well, so that was really fun to do a buddy with her on this page. Next up, I did a buddy colour with Ash from Cozy Night Realms in Fantasy World by Emily Lederhol-Oberg, and this was my first page in this book, and I actually really enjoyed working in this book, much more than I thought I was going to, so I really can't wait to do another page. We're doing another page together in August, so that's really exciting. But we decided to work on this page, which Ash actually chose this page, and I'm really glad she did, because it's a really beautiful page. And I coloured it all in using Castle Art soft touch pencils. I really like how the pencils kind of went down and blended. I did have to press very hard to get a smooth blend, but that is absolutely fine. It's not really dented the page too much on the other side, a little bit, but I did press very hard. But you can see how well the pencils have blended out. And I didn't really know what colour scheme I was going to go for. I sort of just went for it. I started off with the flowers, did all the flowers, blues, pinks and purples, and then a couple of like white flowers. And then I kind of wanted to do her sort of Tinkerbell kind of colours. So I did like a pale green dress and the blonde hair. And then the wings, I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I sort of outlined them in white acrylic paint pen at the end, and I think that worked out really well. And then the background, I used watercolours and then went over with some dots of black acrylic paint pen and some other dots and detailing throughout the piece. I'm really, really pleased with how this one turned out. Yeah, I can't wait to do another page in this book, and I think I'm going to continue to use my Castle Arts pencils because I think they worked really well. I will insert Ash's finished page here for you. And again, she's done a fabulous job. I really like the colours that she's chosen for hers. It was very bold and yeah, it just looks really good. So I can't wait to do another buddy with Ash in this book. Next up is another buddy colour. I I did a page in this book with Chol from Chol Colours, and this page took me the whole month. I started it right at the beginning of July and I finished it literally the last day of July. I'm really glad I got it done in time though, but the page took me so long. And it is this page. It's a very detailed page, and I didn't really know what colours I was going for either. I just sort of went for it. I started off with the leaves. I used polychromos pencils as well for this page. But yeah, I started off with the leaves because I knew they were going to be green. That was an easy place to start. And then I normally do skies, just blue, basic blue sky. Like, I don't really experiment. So I decided to go with a sunset. I was going to go for a subtle sunset look, but it kind of ended up being a very bright, bold sunset, so it was not very subtle. But I am glad I decided to go with that. I think it's given the page a really nice look and sort of made the page look a bit more interesting. And I really like how the cat's turned out. I really like the markings that I put on this cat here. I think that's really fun. And I made use of the Color Blender pencil for this piece as well, which I don't know how I would have completed this page without it, if I'm honest. It just made the process so much quicker. And also I'm really pleased with how the wood turned out. I think that looks really good in the end. I'm really pleased with how it all turned out. The boat at the end I kind of rushed, but I was going to do the boat just like a plain wood, but then I thought that would probably just look too much brown in the middle, it would be a bit boring. So I sort of picked out the green and the blue from the other items and brought that into the boat in the centre, and I think that really works. And I also kind of tried to focus on reflections as well from like the sunset. So I've put like a glow on the wood and glow on certain objects, a little bit of yellow on the side of the balloons, and just sort of tried to like get better at light sources and reflections and stuff like that. Sorry, my throat's all claggy. But I'm really, really pleased with how this page turned out. And I think my colouring has actually really improved since the first page that I did in this book. Loki, he's being so needy. Loki, you're going to have to get off. This is the first page that I did in this book, and I feel like it's just very pale, muted, and I definitely could have done a better job, but I think I've done a much better job on this page. It just looks so much more full of life and more exciting and interesting. And that's literally, I finished this a couple months ago. So that's sort of my colouring progress in a couple months, which I'm really pleased with. I think I am slowly improving, even though it doesn't really seem like it at the time. You don't really notice it, but looking back, I think I have improved. Anyway, I will insert Chol's page here. She has done an absolutely fabulous job. Honestly, like everything she colours just looks amazing. I don't know how she does it. I love her colour choices and the way she does light sources and reflections and things like that. I think, yeah, her page is really great. She finished her page a long time before I finished mine, so I was kind of like intimidated to continue my page. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do as good a job as that, but yeah, it was really fun to do a buddy colour with her, and we're doing another buddy this month as well, which will be really fun. So thank you for the buddy in this page. Next was another buddy. I did a lot of buddy colours this month, and this was in Mythographic Cosmic Spirit by Fabiana Attanasio. And we did this page, and I'm super proud of this page as well. I really love how this page turned out. Again, this page took me quite a long time to do, and this is a buddy colour with Lisa at My Colouring Nook on Instagram. I think she'd seen on my YouTube channel that I'd mentioned that I would like to do this page, and she messaged me on Instagram asking if we'd like to do a buddy together. So of course I said yes, and it kind of gave me the push that I needed to complete this page. I started off with the fish. I wanted to do bright orange fish, so I just started off with that. And then I knew that I wanted to do a really deep night sky, and I kind of wanted to do a glow around the moon and the stars and things like that. So I did kind of like a purplish glow effect around the edge, which I think worked really, really well. And then I did the dress, and I was debating between a purple dress and a yellow dress, and in the end I went for a yellow dress because I thought it would stand out more. It wouldn't end up sort of blending into the background and that kind of thing. And then at the end I did the water. I wasn't sure, it took me a while to decide what colour I was going to do, but in the end I decided to go for this sort of muted tealy bluish colour, and I think that really, really works on the page. And then finally, just to finish it off, I did some dots and stars, and went over the stars and dots and stuff just to kind of give it a bit of sparkle and yeah, I just really love how this page turned out. I'm so happy that we decided to do this page together. I will put a picture of her page here, and honestly her page is absolutely stunning. I love the colours that she's chosen. The bright blue hair, that is such a bold choice, but it works so well. I literally love the colour she chose so much. And again, she'd finished her page a lot longer before I finished mine, so I'd seen the colour she was using and I was like, I'm not going to be able to live up to that. But I think I've done a pretty good job. But yeah, her page is absolutely amazing. So thank you, Lisa, for buddying with me on that page. And then another buddy, yet again, is in A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo. We did this page here, this octopus page, which was a really fun one to do. This is a buddy with Amanda at Colour Me Tartan, and yeah, this was just a really great page. I think, did I choose a few pages and then she picked one, or was it the other way around? I think she chose some pages and then I picked one. I can't honestly remember, but yeah, this was just a really fun page. So I think I used Prismacolor pencils, did I? I can't remember. Did I use Castle Arts or Prismas? I think I used Prismas. And for the background, I used watercolour, which I've been just loving doing at the moment. And then at the end, there was like a few elements I didn't know what colour to do, which was the scarf, the slugs, and the bunnies. I think they were what I had left at the end. So I ended up just using watercolour for those elements. So the scarf, you can see I've just used some watercolour to add a little bit of shading, and on the bunnies and the slugs, just a little bit of watercolour to add some sort of colour. But I really like how that turned out, and I didn't think water mediums was going to work well in this book, but I just used a really light wash of watercolour, and the page isn't that crinkled, to be honest. I think, yeah, so it worked really well. I really like this, and this is Amanda's page here. I'll put it on screen. I love her choice of yellow for the octopus. I think it works really well and it really stands out amongst the other colours that she's chosen. So thank you for doing a buddy colour. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed working on this page. Oh, and also I used white acrylic paint pen to add details, which is what I often do on my pages. One last non-Disney colour by number page is Cozy Colouring Self-Care by Lulu Mayo. I did a page in here. This one goes for the prompt of Shell for the Lulu Mayo Scavenger Hunt by Jessa Colouring Bumblebee. She does 4 prompts a month, and I always try and just do one of them per month. So I did this one because there's a shell in it, and that was one of the prompts, and I thought it was just very fitting for summer. And you can see here definitely on the hat and on the capybara, my alcohol markers were running out. I need to replace some of the colours, like some of the browns and blues I think are running out, like the blues for the sky that I do, and the browns, they're kind of going a bit patchy. But I still made it work. I did like a base layer of alcohol marker, and then I went in with, I think, my Castle Arts coloured pencils to add in a lot of shading. So I didn't shade with the alcohol markers, I just used coloured pencil on top and to shade this parasol and stuff like that, and I think it really worked. And then I went with some white acrylic paint marker to add details to the sea and stuff like that, and around the clouds. And then I also used some Languo acrylic pens around the sun and the tree there, just sort of to make the background look a little bit more faded out rather than like bold black lines like the rest of it, and I think that works really well. So that's another page I'm really pleased with. And next up are my pages in my Disney Colour by Number books. I will zoom out a little bit for you. Okay, let's start off with this one. I did a page in Princesses. I did this page here, and this was a buddy colour with Laura Tully 9707, and this was a really fun page to do. It was quite simple with a few little details, and this was quite fiddly to do, the little turtle, but it looks really cute. And I used the Guangna acrylic markers and the Languo gel pens, which is what I've used for all of these Disney Colour by Number pages which are coming up. So I won't repeat myself over and over, I'll just quickly go through the pages. So yeah, we did that one as a buddy colour. If I can, I will insert her version here. It's just fun to see with these Disney pages that even though you're following the colour codes, there can be slight differences between the colours picked by each other, and I think that's quite fun. So yeah, I did that page. And then I did 2 buddy colours in this book, the Grand Classiques Tome 11, and these 2 buddy colours were with a girl called Shannon on Instagram. I won't put her Instagram on screen just because her Instagram isn't actually a colouring Instagram, but she did message me on Instagram asking if we wanted to do some pages together. So we did these 2 pages here, these 2 bulk pages. So we started off with this one, and then we thought it would be fun to do the other page as well, so that we've got a complete kind of double spread, which was really fun. And these are pages I might not necessarily picked otherwise, so it was fun to get them done. And I'll try and put on screen pictures of her pages just so you can see. And yeah, these were really fun to do. This one was quite frustrating though, because I had to do all this white to cover up all the lines and everything, and it got quite tedious trying to cover it all up and going over the whites and the light colours over and over again. So that did take me quite a long time, but I think it looks really good now it's done. Yeah. And this one I did struggle with some of the colour choices, but I think it looks really good. So yep, that is 2 more Disney pages. And then I did my first page in family portraits. I did a flip through of the solutions on a quick video clip for my sister and got her to pick me a page, and she chose this one, this giant double Aladdin page. And this one was really fun to do, lots of bright colours, and her outfit was very, very fiddly to do, so I used the Language gel pens for those bits because you can see how fiddly and detailed that was to do. But yeah, that was really fun. It's just annoying to get down the centre of this page. Like you can see it doesn't quite match up when it's open. I tried to open it as much as I possibly could, but it just wouldn't fully lie flat, which was frustrating. But anyway, this page took me a long time to do, but it was really fun. So glad to have a picture completed in family portraits finally. And then next up, I did a page in this one. I did this Olaf page, which goes for the I'm part of a Disney group on Instagram run by Colouring Bumblebee and Zoe's Colourful Creations, and they pick a Disney film and a Pixar film for each month, and the Disney film picked was Frozen. So I did this Olaf page here, which was really fun. And for this page I actually used the Hoo Kahuku acrylic markers, which I did for a review video up on the channel. So I'll also link that video in the description below in case you want to check that out. But I really love these acrylic markers. This set is really great. I would definitely recommend this set for anyone just starting out with acrylic markers, because it was a really great affordable set and it comes with a lot of colours. And I've also got a 10% off discount code, which I'll put on screen now, which you can use on a Hoohoo's website. And yeah, it'll give you 10% off. So I'll put that on screen just in case you're interested. I don't get a commission from you using this discount code. It's just a code that they gave me for people to get a bit of extra money off. So you're welcome to use that code if you'd like a bit of a discount. So that's a page in that one. And then finally, my last page, I did a page in Love Stories. And again, this one was for the Instagram page that I just mentioned on Instagram, the Instagram group, sorry. And and the Pixar film that was chosen was Cars. So I chose this page, and I thought this one could go, well, someone actually suggested on my YouTube that this page could go for Christmas in July as well. So that's what I did. And this one was actually a really fiddly page to do. At first glance, it didn't look super fiddly, but then there's all these tiny details here. These little cans are really detailed, and then there was all these lines and the little balls and all these details. So it did take me a long time to do this page actually, but I really like how it turned out. It looks very cute. So that's my final page that I've completed this month. Just really quickly, I forgot to mention I also completed this page in Baby Animals, the square book Disney Colour by Numbers, and it's this baby stitch page. And this one was quite fiddly, and there's no black outlines on this page. It's just outlined with different colours. And this took me quite a long time actually, but that's a really cute one. Like, look how many colours there are for this tiny little square page. There's so many colours, but that was a really fun one to do. But I'd forgot to mention this one, so I just popped this clip in now. And also, me and my 16-month-old daughter have been colouring recently. This is her little farm colouring book, so I thought I'd just do a quick flip through of what we've been up to. You can see this page has been loved a lot. It's been ripped and scribbled all over. It's quite a cute little book actually. I can see where we've started doing the horse and she's just scribbled all over it, so that's fine. She really likes this book though. And that's it, actually. Did a couple other bits and bobs with her. There we go, she did the rabbit and I did the carrot. Yeah, she's been loving colouring at the moment, or colouring. She's been loving scribbling. And then, as I always do at the end of all of my completed pages videos, I also really quickly mention at the end some books that I've read this month as well, because I love reading and I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I colour, and I read in the evening before I go to sleep as well. So I just thought I'd share the books that I read. There might be more books that I've read. Yeah, there's another book that I've read, but it's in the other room, so I'll probably put a picture of it on screen. But anyway, I've been rereading the Akatar series, ready for the new one that's coming out in a couple months' time. So I listened to the dramatised audiobook of these two while I've been colouring, so A Court of Wings and Ruin and A Court of Frost and Starlight. And this one I think is my favourite in the series. I really love it. Loads of people prefer the second one in the series, which is A Court of Mist and Fury. That one's not my favourite. I think this one is my favourite. I've reread, this is my second time reading the series and I still stand by that. I really enjoyed that one. And then this one's okay, it's not really got much to it, it's just like a short little one, but it was still good. So I listened to those. And then a book that I really enjoyed this month also was this one, The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. She's one of my favourite authors, my favourite romance author for sure. Like everything she writes I just really enjoy and fly through it. And the male characters in her books are just like, yeah, no men in real life are that perfect, but they're just really lovely to read, and I really enjoyed this one. And I also read, I think it's called The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapina. I'll put a picture of it on screen. I read this one, and this one starts off about something to do with a baby being stolen, and it's kind of like gave me some anxiety, like in the sense of I've got a 16-month-old daughter and I kept looking at the baby monitor as I was reading it, like checking she's still there and stuff like that, you know. It just kind of made me feel a bit anxious, but I did really enjoy this book. It wasn't the best book in the whole world, it was maybe a 3 out of 5 star rating. It was okay, but I still got through it pretty quickly. And then finally I read a little short story from Frida McFadden called Death Row, and this one was interesting actually. I did really enjoy it. Like it kind of doesn't go where you think it's going to go. There's kind of like a twist at the end, but I would recommend this one if you want something really quick and easy to read. Okay, so that was all of the completed pages for this month and all of the books that I've read and everything like that. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. One thing I quickly wanted to mention is I have set up memberships on my channel. I haven't got anything uploaded on there yet. Within the next couple of weeks I will be uploading a vlog on there, like a colouring vlog. So there's 2 tiers. The first tier is just 99p, super cheap. It's sort of like a support kind of tier. You can just sign up to that if you want to support my channel, and you will get some exclusive like polls which may help me make some decisions on my channel and stuff like that. And then the second tier, you will also get exclusive like behind the scenes posts and also exclusive colouring vlogs. So I'll upload 1 to 2 colouring vlogs. I'll try and make them quite long videos to go up each month as well, which will be kind of me getting in a little bit more personal, being a bit more real with you guys, like where my colouring space is and how my colouring process works, and just, yeah, it just goes a bit more personal than my general colouring videos on my channel. So if you do want to sign up, please feel free to. There will be a video uploaded for members only on there very soon. There is nothing uploaded at the moment, but there will be within the next kind of 2-3 weeks. Probably within the next 2 weeks actually, because I'm filming the vlog at the moment, so it probably won't take too much longer to do. But yeah, if you would like to, please feel free, but obviously there's no pressure. It's just sort of a bit of fun, and just a fun way to kind of support my channel and support my hobby, I suppose. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me if you're not already. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, as that really helps my channel out. And also leave in the comments below which page that I completed this month was your favourite. I would love to know what your thoughts are on that. So yeah, I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye for now.